So I just wanted to make a really quick video on how to combine a Blender animation with a video. And this is really just going through a few different settings. Right here, I have an animation, and it's just a few loops kind of rotating slowly as they move down the screen. And I want to use these inside of Premiere. I want to bring this and put this on top of an image. And then I can do whatever I want. I can compose it, I can make it blurry, yada, yada, yada. But I want to be able to combine this in an interesting way with a video. So how do I do that? Well, I would need to be able to export this video with a transparent background so it is really easy to add on top of my video. So let's go ahead and do that. The first thing I'm going to do right now is just go into these rendering settings right here. It looks like the back of a camera. And if I go down to film, there's this opportunity to press transparent. And this turns my background transparent. We're almost there. Now I need to actually make sure that when I export this, it exports in a format that is capable of rendering RGBA. So it has an alpha channel. A lot of videos don't have that. So I'm going to go over to this output setting right here that looks like a printer. And I am going to go and set up my video. So I'm going to need to choose FFmpeg video. Great. And now I'm going to need to choose a container. And that container is going to be QuickTime. And then I am going to need to choose the appropriate codec. And I'm going to say QTRLE QT animation. And we'll know that this has worked because at the top right here, our color options went from black and white and RGB to black and white, RGB, and RGBA. So let's click that. And now we can export this. I'm going to choose to just put this right on my desktop, and let's render this out. I'm going to make this like 10. And great. We can see that there is no background here. This is looking pretty good. The lighting's looking pretty good. It's taking a little bit more time because it is using a transparent background, but because I'm doing this in Eevee, it's not going to take too long. And we're almost there. And this is the clip that I want to add it on top of. Great. So let's take a look at this. How am I going to add this on top? Well, it's really simple. Once I bring this video into Premiere, it will just be able to paste on top of it. And then it really just depends on what I do with that clip. So let's go. Let's see if this is finished right now. Perfect. It is. Let's go to my desktop where I have this movie, and let's just drop it on top right here, and let's just see what happens. Great. Hey, look at that. Oh, so the sizing is a little different. Actually kind of like it being cut off there. It creates like this weird artificial border. But you get the gist. I could go ahead and like change this. And now if I wanted to, I could go and add some interesting effects onto it. Where is my effects library? I'm going to go effects. I'm going to say video effects. I'm just going to say distort. Maybe I want to stylize. Yeah, I want to put some kind of like color emboss on this. Maybe I want to put some alpha glow on this. I think also there's an echo feature inside of here. Perfect. I want to put an echo feature on this. Ooh, this is looking kind of neat. And let's see what it looks like. I'm going to go back to my effect controls. Number of echoes. I'm probably going to want to have like 2 or 3. I want to get rid of the alpha glow. I don't really need that. I just want the echo more. And I want this to be 4. And I want the echo time in seconds to be 0.5 or negative 0.5. Hey, here we go. So that's looking pretty interesting. And the starting intensity, the decay, and I want it to be, let's see, composite and back. Does that look any good? That's kind of cool. Cool. So now, look at this. I took one clip, I was able to add some, very light edits onto it, and I was able to get like a pretty interesting effect from it. Of course, it'll take a little while to render now because the echo effect is kind of expensive, but I just wanted you to take a look at this and consider how you could use this in some of your videos. Right now, I just have this background, and then I have these rings, I have the lighting from Blender. It looks pretty interesting. Combined with what we talked about in class 2 classes ago where we were collaging, you can get some really, really, really interesting effects. Okay, talk to you soon.